All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, all glory, all honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. I also want to give double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops of GMS, Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 prophets and teachers, to the rest of the hopeful elect out there, to the brothers and sisters that believe. This is your brother, the priest Design One from GMS Atlanta, back with another edifying video. And I have an article here from End Time Headlines, and it reads, Arkansas and Virginia become first states to commit to Apple Wallet digital ID. So this is a recent headline. This is from November 20th, 2025. And the digital ID is the lead up to the Motb. And it's pretty much inevitable at this point. There's no turning back. There's no going back to the old world and the 90s and 2000s and wait. No, we're going into a future that is going to make everyone a digital prisoner, where everything will be controlled. All aspects of your life will be controlled, whether or not you want it to be or not. You know, the government, these different corporations and top billionaires and companies are all investing in this new world order, this new agenda. Okay, and it is going to be spearheaded by the digital ID, the digital wallet, central bank digital currency, and AI. Artificial intelligence. All that is a part of the technocratic technocracy system that we are seeing being implemented in the world. Look at this image created by XAI. Even these article headlines are created by AI, and you can use it as a tool for sure. At one time going on the web online, back in the 90s, back when it was known as the World Wide Web, it was, useful as a tool. Certain companies used it. They taught you certain websites in school. But eventually the internet, the World Wide Web has become a necessity and an essential part of everyday life. And that's what we're going to see. We're going to see that unless you're connected to this coming technocratic system, you won't be able to participate or have a normal everyday life. And that's ultimately going to happen with the Motb, the mark of the beast, which is the micro C-hip implant. Okay? When they introduce a chip, that's going to be the magnum opus of the elite's plan. Okay? Magnum opus meaning great work. All right? So I'm going to read this here. It says, Apple Wallet recently launched a new digital ID feature using U.S. passports. And that was about a month ago that came out. It says, but support for state driver's licenses continues to grow too. Yeah, and there's plenty of states around the country. You can look it up. I've done videos on it and spoke on this. There's different states that are allowing you to put your state driver's license on your iPhone, your Galaxy, your Android. And then, what they passed earlier this year in the U.S. was it was mandatory to have a real ID for domestic traveling to and fro. So they're already getting these U.S. citizens used to using digital ID as I said earlier, as a mandatory tool for you pretty much interacting in everyday life. It's essential. It's necessary. It's going to be a requirement. It says, and 2 new states have now pledged support for the feature. After a slow start, Apple Wallet's digital ID initiative is finally starting to take off. And it's more than just putting your license or your passport on your phone. All right, everything is going to be attached to this digital ID. And it's going to be pushed out there by the government, the same way that they've done it in the UK. Okay, this is the major leap before the Motb comes. All right, and all you different Israelites that have been against GMS, you're going to find out that GMS has always been right when it comes to what the mark is. All right, Revelation 13 and 16. It says Apple has previously announced several U.S. states that have committed to offer digital IDs, including Connecticut, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Utah, and more. Now it's discovered by Mac rumors, 2 more states have pledged support, Arkansas and Virginia. Both Arkansas and Virginia now saying official government websites on official government websites for their own mobile ID apps that they have committed to adding Apple Wallet support. So that means all your money as well is going to be on these wallets, these digital wallets and these digital IDs. For example, from the Virginia mobile ID page, Virginia has signed on to adopt an Apple Wallet in the future, and it's going to be the very near future, y'all, enabling residents to add their VA driver's license and ID to Apple Wallet on iPhone and Apple Watch. Let me see here. No timelines have been shared for the state's rollouts, but since each offers their own mobile ID app already, hopefully Apple Wallet users won't have to wait too long. And by the way, the digital ID is not the mark. It's not the mark, but the digital ID is a part of the system that the mark will be a requirement for. Okay, digital IDs, digital currencies is all going to be part of this this new image of the beast that Esau is creating. Okay, let me get a scripture. And we always read this scripture. I always read this scripture. Revelation chapter 13. And I'll get to the point, verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And we're seeing this image form. The beast is Rome, the revival of Rome, but it's taking a new image. It's becoming more digital, more technical, more advanced. Okay? And they're giving it, life. They're giving it power, right? It says that the image of the beast shall both speak, and they're speaking now. These articles, these states complying with these legislations and adding these things to their government websites and so forth. That's a part of the image speaking, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And if you're not down with if you're not going to comply, if you're not down obeying the system and getting the mandatory chip soon, they're going to arrest you and unalive you. All right, verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. That mark is a physical device that will go under the skin through cutting into the flesh, through engraving into the skin with the needle. Okay? Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell. So unless you have the digital ID and, the mark, really the mark, which is a chip, you won't be able to buy anything, okay? Start a business. You won't be able to get a job, work, okay? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And you're going to see real soon, everybody is going to need this digital ID to live everyday life. So they're going to phase out cash. That's why they stopped minting the 1 cent penny. All right. The UK, I did a video on it. The UK is doing away with cash withdrawals and so forth of 10,000 euros. And I was watching the Apostle R's video earlier, which he was responding to another brother. Basically, what the brother was saying was, this thing with the UK and the cash and everything's going cashless. That's going to lead to the Motb, and we see it. We here at GMS Great Millstone, we can see exactly what is going on in the world and what's the path for the future. Okay, what's the plan for the future? The plan for the future is the Motb. Okay, a technocratic rulership on the earth through AI and digital identification, digital currency, digital wallets, digital everything, biometrics. Okay, so if we're close. All right, this is just another checkpoint to the Motb. This is, these states adopting these mobile digital IDs, mobile digital wallets and so forth. It's like another linchpin in the plan for the chip that's coming. Okay, this biometric digital ID, digital wallet system. Hey, so with that, I'm going to close this out. I just wanted to make this quick. So I hope that this lesson was edifying. All praises goes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakah Padash. I'll say peace. Shalom.